5 minutes to wrap up time, and in a bid to create space for social distancing in the face of the COVID 19 pandemic, school pupils have been subjected to rotational learning, effectively halving class sizes by getting children to skip days. Now, the South African Human Rights Council wants kids back in class on a daily basis. To talk to us about it, and obviously the merit in having kids full time in class, is Andre Gaum, the commissioner at the SAHRC. Good morning, welcome to the program. Is it a good idea?
Good morning, and thank you very much. Good morning to the listeners. Yes, the South African Human Rights Commission is in agreement with the advice of the Ministerial Advisory Committee on COVID-19 that advises the minister that the continuation of rotational timetables that should not continue, and rotation should come to an end. We have information that there are still many schools around the country that are actually rotating, and will also apply to rotate even in 2022 as well. This is as a result of a directive of the Minister of Cooperative Government and Traditional Affairs requiring 1 meter social distancing in these primary schools. So the Commission holds the view that rotational learning has a long-lasting negative impact on learning outcomes for children. And as the Ministerial Advisory Committee's advice states, that the harms of learners attending school on a rotational basis, specifically the severe cognitive, nutritional, and the psychosocial costs, exceed the benefits of reduced COVID-19 infections from smaller class sizes. It is quite clear that we have reduced transmission and virus acquisition rates among teachers and learners in these primary schools, as the majority of the teachers have already been vaccinated, and due to the low acquisition risk profile of primary school learners, and therefore the Commission agrees with the Ministerial Advisory Committee that all primary schools should open at full capacity, and we've therefore written to the Minister of Basic Education, Health and Cooperative Governance, the three ministers, for an urgent meeting to discuss this and to get the Minister, the Doctor Minister Safar, to delete the 1 meter social distancing requirement in respect of primary schools. With regard to high schools, we also take that up with the three ministers in view of the fact that the Department of Health has now also commenced with the COVID-19 vaccine rollout for 12-year-olds and older age groups. And in those schools, obviously, as the teachers are mostly vaccinated as well. And there's also a lower risk profile in terms of acquisition for learners in high schools.
Okay, so Andre, I presume this is all going to be effective as of the new school year in 2022, because we've already almost reached the end of this school year. But what happens, please God, we hope not, but should we have a critical situation once again with COVID, a new wave, a new variant, breaking out in the country, would you then have to go back to square one and reintroduce all of these restrictions again?
Well, one needs to act according to the facts and circumstances at hand. What we are saying is that the risk in schools seem to be quite low in view of teachers that have been vaccinated, the lower acquisition risk rate of learners, as well as now the introduction of the COVID-19 vaccine for grade 12s, for 12-year-olds and above.
Yeah,
so
as you said.
There's always a weighing up, obviously, of factors and rights, but the negative impact on learning for so many learners, especially in the poor communities, should really be mitigated now by taking the step of doing away with rotation. That basically means that those children get half their school time that they should be provided with. which
Right,
is
and
I think.
I hear you, as you've already said, the impact on the child's psyche is huge. And I mean, I'm just thinking about people working from home. There comes a point where they start suffering from cabin fever. They miss the social interaction. We are social creatures. We need to interact. So please, God, let's hope that, we're over the COVID and that our kids and all of us can go back to normal and the kids can go back to a regular school year as of 2022. Am I right?
Yes, no, absolutely. And I had an interview with another radio station earlier in the day, which was followed by the spokesperson of DBE, and they indicated also that they are in agreement with our position on the matter.
Good on you. Thank you indeed for being with us on the show this morning. Have a great day and all the very best.
Thank you. The same to you and the listeners.
That was Andre Gaum, Commissioner at the SAHRC, bringing the program to close today, this Tuesday morning. Thank you indeed for your company. A big thumbs up to our producers, and that's you, Nasreen Naidu and Milazi Boy. Thanks for the support. Hope you've enjoyed the show as much as I've enjoyed your company. Till tomorrow morning at the same time. Before I do say my salams, don't forget the coverage tonight on Salam Media, Facebook and YouTube, and that is the book 8 Days in July that was written by Kanita Hunter in conjunction with two of her colleagues at News 24. So please be sure to tune in and listen to that to that amazing interview. They're going to be unpacking it in absolute detail. And this, of course, is also happening. Let's not forget that Africa Asia Dialogues, in conjunction with the authors of 8 Days in July, will be hosting this event tonight. And of course, we, Salam Media, will be covering it live, so tune in. Till tomorrow then, as always, Assalamu alaikum and Khuda Hafiz from me, Julie Ali.
Breaking stereotypes, moving boundaries, joining